A fascinating exhibit starts today at the Henry Ford Museum. It marks the 100th anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic. You'll get a look at artifacts from that ill-fated ship, and you can walk through room recreations too. And joining us this morning is Alex Klingelhofer, who oversees Titanic, the Artifact Exhibition. So glad you're with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's start off by talking about what makes this particular exhibition so impressive.
This is our largest traveling exhibition, over 300 artifacts, and more than 250 have not been seen in the Michigan area before.
And you've got some of them
I
here?
do have some of them here for you today.
What do you
yes. These are representative of life on board. First, you have a third-class cup. It has the White Star Line logo with the flag and the White Star in the center of it. And that symbol was put on many of the furnishings that you find in all classes. We also have a officer's button here. They were made of brass, and it's interesting to know that the officers had to buy their own brass buttons and replacements. They would get the uniforms, but not the buttons.
Not the buttons.
And then here we have a piece of currency. It's very rare for shipwrecks to have currency, paper, documents, books, and clothing preserved, because they simply didn't last that long in the water. But these were all found in leather suitcases, and so this shows a type of currency that would have been used then. It's from a private bank in the United States, because they were not federalized at that point. And it would have been found in a leather case somewhat like this. This was someone's personal belonging. But this here is a perfume vial. It belonged to a gentleman named Adolf Saalfeld. He was a chemist from Manchester, and he was taking his perfumes that he had developed to the United States to try and sell them. And we recovered 62 vials. Some of them still had the perfume oil in them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know, looking at all these artifacts, it's so interesting because there's a story with each one of them.
There is really a story with each one.
And when you go to this exhibit, I mean, you go in and you're really kind of taken on a journey sort of back in time. Tell us how it works.
First of all, you receive a boarding pass, and that identifies you with a passenger, and you take that passenger with you through the construction of the ship, life on board, ice warnings, and we actually have an iceberg you can touch as well. Wow. So that's good. And then into the descent to the seabed with the fatal sinking of the ship, and then finally to a memorial room where we talk about the passengers, their stories, some from here in the Detroit area, and let you take a moment to reflect upon the historic event you have just traveled through. You also, at that point, can find out what your passenger on your boarding pass happened to them, whether they survived or whether they did not.
And also there are those room recreations. We've seen so many images, and that grand staircase. You've got those as well too?
Yes, we do. First class hallway, third class, just to show the vast difference. They're all very nice, but there is a vast difference between the two. And then, of course, the grand staircase, which everyone remembers from the movie as being such a focal point for the ship.
Well, Alex, thank you so much for being here. It sounds like a fascinating exhibit. Can't wait to go check it out. And this exhibit runs through the end of September. We have all the details on our website, WXYZ.com. Just check the scene on 7 section.